Before you watch this video, no, I don't devalue you as a person if you like the game. It doesn't matter, just my opinion, I'm the victim, all that. I just want my opinion to be heard. Okay, got it?
Let's go!
Friday Night Funkin', or FNF shortened, has become the new big trendy thing that all the children love to flock to. This happens once a year, where something usually quite mediocre gets a lot of attention and becomes a mainstream thing. And so it spawns off mods, fan games, marketable plushes. That joke was shit, by the way, it was never funny, okay? Fucking horrible. And it grows a massive community that usually get criticized for being awful. And honestly, I can't blame them, but the fandom isn't the focus of this video. In fact, none of the things I listed off is. Instead, I'm gonna review the game itself and see if it's worth the hype. But before we start, you might wonder what is FNF? Well, it's a rhythm game where you rap for your girl to impress her rockstar dad, but that impress her dad thing has been thrown out the window at this point. That's really all there is to say about it. Or it's the small things that don't matter, so here we go. Okay, so I played it, and honestly, it's not that special. I get it that people who play rhythm games would like it, but honestly there are harder games than this, and I know for a fact that rhythm game fans play rhythm games for the difficulty. At least I think so. I mean, it's still a challenge for anybody, I'd say, and it has a bunch of mods that are also worth a shot, but my point is that I don't see the bigger picture. I don't see why it would be praised as much as it is, because it takes an already existing formula and doesn't improve on it in any way. But now you see, look, it has Newgrounds characters. So nostalgic. Am I right, fellow Newgrounders? Oh my god, I remember the good old days when Newgrounds were popular. I hate nowadays and how everything sucks and isn't as cool as Newgrounds. I was born in 2015, by the way. And yes, these type of people exist. They act like they are Newgrounds veterans and know everything about it, when at the same time they think that Pico is from fucking FNF. Five Nights at Freddy's, while not being revolutionary, at least made a unique gameplay system that no horror game had tried. And if there are games out there that had done it before, I don't believe that the list would be big. FNF simply has no redeemable qualities about itself to stand out from the other rhythm games, other than it having iconic Newgrounds characters jumping around on the screen. But that doesn't carry a game as far as it has come at this point. And frankly, it's gotten to the point of it being frustrating, cause I can't quit seeing FNF posts on my timeline on Twitter or YouTube or anywhere. It's frustrating to hear people talk so much good about it, and it definitely is not worth it. At least not gameplay wise. Rhythm games are obviously not my thing, so I don't enjoy the gameplay, but anyone who enjoys rhythm games would tell you this is nothing special. There are a few topics that pop up in mind that people say are good about the game, and this is the list. The music, the art style, and of course the Newgrounds cameos. I disagree with all of them. You can have all the fancy lights and effects, but the second gameplay comes in, it stands by itself and has to impress. And as I've already said multiple times, it didn't fail on what it was going with, but doesn't impress. Some might say it has personality and character, and its characters are likable and cute. But in a rhythm game, they serve no purpose. It has an okay art style, but I don't really care about that. I don't push forward into the game because of the funny characters moving on a screen. That's fucking dumb reasoning. I do it for the gameplay, and it's nothing special at all. As far as characters and shit in this game goes, it's only good for gay fanart. And this might be a controversial opinion, but the music is not that good either. That's my opinion though, don't mix it with yours. Music is one of the things that don't serve gameplay wise that much, and is still a must have for a rhythm game. And I don't think that beep and boop over and over again is good music. I swear, FNF fans would start dancing like crazy if they heard Morse code. At first, it might be, hey, that is not actually that bad. The first time you listen to it, of course, but then it gets really repetitive. Then we got the Newgrounds characters that got every 6-year-old to pretend they're Newgrounds veterans. I'm not a Newgrounds veteran really either. I knew it existed when I was like 7, but I was more interested in Mario and Sonic games that you found on those weird obscure game sites. You know those weird websites that called like Mario games, and they are just a big list of action games risk in them to be Mario.
The Newgrounds characters could be seen as fan service, so good enough for some, but ultimately meets the same fate as with the other stuff, being completely irrelevant and doesn't matter at all, yet still being one of the only things that makes people obsessed with the game.
The art style is alright, it doesn't matter, it's completely irrelevant, I don't care. I realized I haven't gone on to the fanbase that much here, or at least it hasn't had its own section. I mean, obviously not, I said I wouldn't get into it in the beginning of the video. But I just can't help myself, guys. I need to talk about it. Gosh darn it, oh my god. Man, FNF is so cringe, I tell ya. Especially the fanbase. That's all on the FNF fanbase. I know that a fanbase like this usually ruins the game for some, and it definitely has for me. But that doesn't mean you don't have to enjoy the game yourself. If you like it, you might as well like it. I'm not stopping you, nobody's. I really don't like FNF though, and that's an opinion you gotta respect as well. Okay? Right. Okay, it's time for community report. Fuck. Shit. Nothing to report. Thank you, and that's the end of the video. Have a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you in the next 3 months.
Killer fish from San Diego. I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.